purge on some mod. Show him the dick print, then hit him with the rod. The love doctor tell you how to get the Ichabod. Crane, Adam Rowe, Kyrie Wayne. How do they maintain when they clinical insane? You keep it so loud that we speaking your refrain. Adam Story got a point if you let him explain. Get the pun of all puns, get a pun with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and I'm minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving Spain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane.
All right, let's go. Whenever you're ready, Rummy, hit it.
And 3, 2, whoop.
And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast, the only podcast with lots of class.
A lot of pie.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I am your host, Wayne, and this gentleman over here is the ever recovering
Rum Guy.
Yay! And we're using our radio voices today because it's just funny.
It is.
So we are the most dangerous podcast in the entire universe, entire world. If you haven't known or listened to us before, you should go download us. Check us out. Go listen to us. If this is your first experience with us, welcome. Welcome to our show. Normally we have our other brethren with us. There's so many of them, but our main two are, our lovely Adam, who is not here today because he has other things he is taking care of for the MHOG family, and because he just told me that his grandmother fell ill, so she's at the hospital. Yeah, so he's taking care of her. Hope she's doing better. That'd be really good.
Yes.
And our other brother, Mr. Kyle Smith, the comedian, the jester, the man, the loud motherfucker.
There he is.
Yes, the maniacal menace.
Kyle?
That's like the best Kyle impression I could do.
The other impression of Kyle is
yeah,
that's just him whining.
Well, that and
Kyle, gotcha.
Hey, Rum's on the ball today, Kyle. He's got you today, man. He's gonna fuck you up.
All right. He's a good guy. Just go see him. If you haven't seen his comedy, you got to go see his comedy.
Yes, very funny dude. If you're in the New Orleans area and you see Kyle Smith on anything, go check him out. In fact, if you see any comedians out here that are especially on anything that says Full Metal Comedy or MHOG on it, you need to go to those shows.
You did got to go to those shows. You know why? Because the type of comedy these guys put out is completely unique to them. They are really great at their craft. And if you appreciate comedy, like really good comedy, you want to go somewhere, you're having a shitty week, you want to sit down, you want to have some laughs, these are the shows you need to go to for sure.
For sure. But enough of plugging us and saying things about us. So what's been going on, Mr. Man? What's been happening in the world of the Rum Guy?
Oh, you don't want to hear about my life because my life sucks. So let's talk about other things.
Oh, come on, man! You got something really good happening tomorrow.
Yeah, I do. I got my wedding anniversary, which is very, very cool.
Fuck yeah!
That's right. I'm still married.
Yes,
ladies. I know. Just hold on to those tickets, though. It happen.
One day, you may be able to cash in that ride. You never know.
You never know. I know, and Amy stuck with me for a while. She might be my 12th wife, but she's she's good.
Just 12? I thought it was 13. I thought it was lucky 13, man.
Well, I forgot about that one.
See.
I always forget about Jill because she just wasted away when I stopped feeding her. But
you just left her on top of the hill, and that was
and then as usual, they got my name wrong, and I'm the one that fell down. So.
Right? I mean, God, fucking bucket carrying and everything.
Fucking buckets, man. When will I learn?
You'll never learn. You're a dude.
Don't fill them to the top, bro, because it's just too much weight. You got half a bucket. OSHA says half a bucket. So
what the fuck does OSHA know anyway?
Half a bucket. That's what they know.
Oh, they don't know shit, dude. I'm telling you, man. And I said,
for those who don't know what OSHA is, that's a committee or a group that regulates safety rules
in jobs and anywhere.
Jobs and stuff. Not Ocean or like Billy Ocean. That's
no.
Yeah. So, but I think he's dead now too. I don't know.
No, I think Billy Ocean's still around.
Do you think when he dies, they'll
Caribbean
cast his ashes to the sea?
I would hope so.
Caribbean Sea.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. That would be really good. People that are tuning into this are like, what in the fuck did I just listen to?
No kidding, man. All right, well, let's get something fun going on. Hey, Anthony Bourdain died.
He did. He's dead. He's no longer with us, which is very sad. I mean, we did talk a little bit about it the other day on the podcast, the rape cast, I should say.
It's blowing my mind that he's. Well, you know what? He lived a hard life. I mean, he looks like he lived a good hard life. Don't get me wrong. But he was a struggler for a long time.
Well, I mean, the dude recovered. He recovered from fucking being a heroin addict,
right?
And put all of his passion into being a chef. Became a huge chef. Became like the rock and roll chef. Right. The guy, the man, the myth, the legend, which, honestly, I really wish I could have met the guy because he seemed like really fucking cool dude to hang out with. Obviously he was a heavy drinker because he drank all the fucking time on his show. And we said, the last episode, once an addict starts doing something else, it's, it's kind of like a downward fall.
Yeah, you're just trading vices.
Right.
But he lived, like you said, you called him the rock and roll chef and stuff. I mean, he was a dishwasher. He really worked his way up, but he was hanging out with people. He was going to like CBGB. I mean, he was hanging out with that crew. He was, hanging out with the Studio 54 crowd.
Right.
For, when he was younger. And I mean,
he was everywhere, dude. He was the man.
I mean, he just made so many amazing acquaintances in his lifetime that really helped him, one, get fucked up on drugs,
right,
and two, help him get off of them and build a career. So it was like a full circle for him. But he
pretty awesome.
Apparently suffered from severe depression, and
which is sad, man. It's just sad because the dude really pulled himself out by his fucking bootstraps and went up and did really fucking good for himself, and then then it just shit all over him.
And it's messed up that, a lot of people have been talking about him and, suicide and stuff. And a lot of people were pissed off. I read a lot of things that said that people were pissed off that people are talking about it because there's so many other people who commit suicide on a daily basis that don't get recognition. It was like,
yeah, but they're not famous.
Well, some of them have been famous. Don't get me wrong. But I think what it is there's just, I don't know. I don't think there's any. You can't act like that towards the reaction of people to somebody committing a suicide or anything like that, because I think any awareness to the rest of the world is good awareness. People talking about someone who did this, creates a discussion and why this is bad, why you should look for help. It doesn't matter to me if it's one guy or the 50 over here that did it. It doesn't matter. At least people are talking about it, which brings up, discussion. And I think it's something that people need to discuss more of and pay attention to. And there's people around them that's suffering from depression.
Yeah.
Because we've all had a bout with it here and there. And
fuck yeah, dude. I've had it a lot.
And it's just one of those things that if you, just look at your friends, man. I mean, we call ourselves friends to each other. I'm not just saying you and me, but or as general. But real good friends. I mean, they try to pay attention when somebody seems down.
Exactly. You try to look out for the other person, man.
Right, and that's what we all have to do for each other. And it sounds very kumbaya bullshit, but it's a good thing to know that your friends got your back. And just always remember that. Don't do, our group, if you're in the MHOG family, if you're listening to this right now, you're extended, your extended family to us right now. So
pretty much
it's one of those things, get to know us, listen to the shows, talk to us, find us out there, talk to us. And, we're decent people, even if you hate what we're saying half the time. We're decent people. Yeah.
We're not all scumbags. Come on, man.
But once you're family, once you're in family, you're family for life. That's what it is. I have a decent sized family, like a birth family that is dwindling in size, but my real family are my friends. You know, my real
Same
family
here.
are the ones I drop everything to do what I can.
100%.
You know, that's what we do. And when you're closer to each other, it makes it easier. And Wayne's helped me out quite a bit. I even know we're miles apart. You know what I mean?
Same with you, man.
And it's one of those things. But always keep that in mind. When your family. When you're MHOG family, your family for life.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a gang, but not really, because we don't want to be considered a gang because that's terrible, you know.
No, we're more like the mafia, but with
there you go.
Food.
Yeah. And we don't shoot motherfuckers, you know.
Well, let's not go there.
All right. Well, one of us. I don't shoot motherfuckers. How about that?
Yeah, he's more the numbers guy. So
yeah. I just tell people to shoot people. Anyway, all right, yeah. So you've been watching anything on TV, man? But besides, you know, death and stuff like that.
Oh, there's been. You know what I did see?
What did you see?
I was kind of mind blown away. Two things. I saw 2 trailers that I was really kind of intrigued about. This Halloween.
Was one a pop-up trailer?
No, it was one was an Airstream. No, one of the movie trailers was for the new Halloween movie.
Wow.
Out on Halloween.
All I got to say is, wow.
Did you see it?
Fuck yeah, I saw it.
I mean, that's wow. I mean, that looks like it's going to be actually a good one, not like a tease.
Now, do you know what they are? They did, correct?
Yeah, they made a movie.
Huh?
What do you mean? What they did?
No, like how the movie falls.
Yeah, I know. They got the people going into the jail to. They want to do some sort of documentary, and they want to meet Michael Myers, and then shit happens, and then he gets out.
Right. But no, what I mean is, do you know how this movie falls in line with the rest of them?
I know this is after Myers gets arrested. He's put into so it would have to be after H2O, right?
No. This movie is actually everything that happened after the original Halloween does not exist.
Oh, okay. So this is just this would be like the second movie, because I was going to ask you that because they kept talking about they killed these kids in 1978, and I'm like, dude, he killed a hell of a lot more people than that.
Yeah. This is right after the first movie. Like the first movie happens, he gets put in the psych ward.
So all the other ones I ever watched, the other Halloween movies have never happened according to this.
According to this, correct.
I hate that fucking shit when they do that.
Well, I mean, you got to think about why though.
Still part of the whole thing.
Well, no, the reason why behind this is because the original director came back and did stuff for this movie, so he's the one who wrote everything about it. So he says the rest of the shit that other people wrote doesn't matter. It goes here.
I don't care. It happened. That's like saying the Civil War never happened.
But I kind of dig that though. I kind of like the idea that none of the other shit happened, and we don't have like the endless superhero killer. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy that never dies.
It looks good. Don't get me wrong, and I understand now that you said that it's just right after the first one. That makes sense. I get that, but to me, it's like ignoring the other Star Wars movies. They happened. We saw them.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could ignore some of those Star Wars movies.
But yes, they were crap, but they still happened. You can't say they didn't. It doesn't, to me, matter if a different director did it or not. It was still part of that whole lineage of movie. You know what I mean? So I see what he's doing. But to tell me to ignore the other ones isn't going to fly.
I don't think he's telling you to ignore it. He's just saying that that's where this one goes, and the rest of them. Well, if you watch the other ones, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that won't. So I think what I think is going to happen. Like this is no spoiler. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this film except for what I saw in the trailer. But
the second one made sense.
But from what I see on the trailer, this is what I think is going to happen. I think Myers is going to get away, of course, like you saw that from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to end up either killing him or he's going to kill her. And that's going to be the end of the story.
Well, she spent her entire life waiting to kill him.
Correct. So it's like what it is like the first movie happened, and then 40 years later, this is what happens.
You know what? If I was the director, you know what I'd do to make the other movies relevant? I would put some weird fucked up twist to it. I would go, yes, this is the second one, but in the second one, quote unquote, this is why the other ones happened.
And here comes John Bon Jovi.
And then all of a sudden, you find out she's been in a mental institution and the other movies were all in her head.
Nice. That could be it too, right there. I think that could be the whole thing too.
So who knows? But that looked really good.
Yeah.
And another movie, completely opposite direction than Halloween, Dumbo.
I know you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
That looks pretty fucking cool.
And on top of that, it's directed by Tim Burton.
So it's got to be fun. It's got to be dark.
It's going to be strange.
I don't know how they put Johnny Depp in Dumbo makeup. I don't get it.
I'm sure he's in there somewhere, guys.
Well, did you see all the shit about him?
No, I didn't see shit
Johnny
about
Depp? About how sickly he is? And yeah, apparently, I don't know. I mean, what happened or if he's gearing up for a role. But I just saw him. I see him a lot. He's in this new Prada cologne commercial I see on TV all the time, which I got some. It's actually pretty good. So I smell like the Depp. So ladies, but the look he's got, he's like looks extremely sickly.
He's probably that's probably from doing the new Potter film.
I don't know. He looks like
because he was
Voldemort.
Because he's extremely pale and he's got all this. Yeah, it's probably because he's playing whatever the fuck the Grindelwald or whatever his name is from the new Potter.
So he's in
movie.
the new Potter movie.
He was in the other one.
I see. I stopped watching Potter after Azkaban.
See, no, you have to watch.
I haven't seen any of the Deathly Hallows.
You need to see the newest thing. It's not. It's like a. It's more like a prequel to Harry Potter. It's like before Harry Potter existed, and
so it's during his dad's days.
Yeah, and he is one of the villains in that.
What one is that? How many are there? There's like 9 now.
Well, no, there's 7 or 8. No, 7 of the Harry Potter movies, but this is the what is it? Something creatures.
I already saw that. The weird creatures ones with the I saw that.
Yeah, that's the prequel to Harry Potter.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's about the wizard. There's a wizard that comes to Muggle.
Comes to New York or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That is not a pre. It just plays part in the same world as Harry Potter.
It's a prequel to Harry Potter because
there's no reference to Harry Potter in it.
No, he's not born yet.
And there's no relative of Harry Potter's in it. So,
but because there's what's his name's in it?
Because it's the same world.
Because they mention what's his face?
Gandalf, not Gandalf.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, you knew what I was talking about, though. Yeah.
The lead wizard.
Yeah,
that's because he's over 800 years old. Of course, he's in the same world.
But listen, but that's supposed to. It's not it's supposed to be partially a direct prequel.
No. Okay.
Because there's that one, and then there's the new one that's coming out.
What's the new one?
The same title, but with like some other subtitle.
Oh, okay. So, no, I don't see those. I'm sorry. I see what you're saying, but I don't see that as a prequel to Harry Potter. I see it as in the same. To me, it's like just a different X-Men movie. You have Wolverine, and then you've got like the other X-Men.
So what you're trying to tell me is like all the Marvel movies don't exist, even though they're in the same plane. They're in the same. They're in the same world. They're all in the same world, but they don't tie in. There's like no reason.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. Those do tie in, but because they're in the same world. But none of those are prequels.
I'm just using the word prequel because that's the only thing I could think of to tie in that movie with Harry Potter.
So they're what we can say then is they're part of the same universe kind of movie.
Kind of.
I mean, for me to be calling a Harry Potter a prequel to Harry Potter, it would have to be about his parents.
Well, I'm sure they'll end up in the third film. I don't know anything about the second one yet because I haven't seen it. But
okay.
But I'm saying I'm sure something it'll tie in like that eventually. Is what I'm assuming.
Okay, well that's cool. Well, either way.
But at the very end of that movie, the main bad guy morphs into Johnny Depp.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, like the guy who I forget who was actually playing him in the movie, but when they look at him, his face starts to form into the actual guy, which is Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember. Yeah. Well, that's cool though. Anyway, hopefully he's not actually sick anyway, and doesn't look like he has like some sort of terminal disease.
Same here.
But anyway, those two movies. If Tim Burton's doing Dumbo, I find that absolutely hysterical.
I'd like to see that.
Even the trailer's a little dark.
It is. It's very dark actually. It's definitely a Tim Burton film.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
It's got a little hint of Big Top Pee-wee in it, though. I'm telling you.
It's got to. Yeah.
Jack Black announced a new film too. He's going to do a new Tenacious D film, and I'm kind of excited about that because I'd like to see where they go with this craziness.
Oh, yeah, that should be. The first one was kind of funny.
It was really funny.
I liked the video game that was like a spin-off of that. You know what I mean? What was it? Jack Black's video game? Lords of Rock or whatever the
yeah. With the when you go into hell and shit, and you gotta get like Ozzy's like your fucking mentor or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was really good. Brutal Truth Brutal Legend.
Legend, that was what it was.
Brutal Truth is a hell of a band, by the way.
But that was pretty damn funny. I enjoyed that. But for movie wise, man, I haven't really been watching too TV shit. They keep fucking over my TV. Every time I like something on TV, they get it off the air. So
what did they take off the air now?
They took off Lucifer. I
never watched that.
I liked that show. I thought that was great. See what else? They had taken off. I don't know if they brought it back. I think they took it off permanently though. Originals.
Yeah, I think that's gone.
Yeah. Trying to think what else, man. So, but yeah, every time I actually like something, they fuck it up. They took off Sleepy Hollow. I like that. They took that off, and they actually even ended that stupid.
Really?
I mean, it was just like it was one of those endings. It was like all of our writers quit. Let's get that guy. You can write. Here's a pen. And they made this poor guy who probably had no idea how the story was supposed to go finish the last 4 or 5 episodes. And he's like, that's what it felt like anyway. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening here? This doesn't even seem even close to being. And then all of a sudden, the ending of the entire show was a whole fucked up, basically a whole fucked up America run by some weird evil sorcerer. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
And I kept thinking, I was like, when are they going to introduce this character more so we know who he is?
They're not, because they're going to cancel the show.
Yeah, they were just going to introduce this guy and leave it hanging. Goodbye. Thanks a lot for your patronage.
Well, I mean, and by the way, I mean, I don't know if anybody out there is a Gotham fan, but I am. But
I haven't watched it since the first season. I just haven't got around to it.
Next season is the last one, so.
Oh, I'll have like years to catch up then.
Yeah, they canceled that, so that's going.
I mean, I hope they end it well.
Well, at least they have a end date. They knew it was going to get canceled, so they gave them 1 season.
Okay.
What else?
I was watching the Shannara Chronicles. You ever watch any of that?
I don't even know what that is. It sounds like you just had a bad thing in your pants.
Shannara Chronicles was strangely enough, and I didn't realize this, it was an MTV series, but it was it was a little bit. It was like it felt like you were watching a D&D game.
Nice.
But it was like, what if the Earth we know it, the society we know it, dies? It's just gone, and then the creatures of magic and stuff come back because they were here originally, but they don't know about our civilization. So it's kind of like what we do. Like we're trying to learn about ancient Minoans and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just the opposite. They're trying to learn about humankind
That's
but
pretty.
So it's kind of weird.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it was actually kind of a neat thing. So I was watching that. I don't know if they continued that series or not. I'm watching the second one on Netflix.
No, man. The only thing I've been watching is Ryan's toy review, thanks to my son, which is the most annoying thing I've ever watched in my life. But he really likes watching this. If you go on YouTube and check it out.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Do it, please. Just once for me. Just go on YouTube and click in Ryan's toy review and look at what it is. I'll explain to you what it is after. Right now, but please just do it anyway, just so you can see what ton of fucking torture I have to go through because he enjoys this.
Okay.
But yeah, so my son, he, like I said, he really likes this show called Ryan's Toy Review. And look, I have no problems with the show, really, honestly. It's fucking ingenious. It's a mom and dad and their son. And it started out with him, they would buy him some stuff and he would review the toys and this and that, like that. Well, now they've gotten so big that they actually make millions of dollars. They paid for a studio and all this other stuff, and they go all over and do all kind of stuff. So it's kind of a fun show to watch. But when you watch it 24 hours a day, it really fucking sucks.
Yeah, I imagine it does.
But it's cool. It's a cool little YouTube
channel. It's like Law and Order 24 hours a day.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't do that. No, I can't.
That's crazy.
Or
like reruns of Little House on the Prairie. What the fuck? Why is it on?
I've watched that, and then I would go to Netflix and try to find something I could watch, and just to get my mind off, binge watch some shit. And now my son is learning the Power Rangers.
Oh, did you watch the movie? No. Oh, dude, the new Power Rangers movie is actually pretty damn good.
I'll check it out eventually, but
it's on the vein of Transformers.
Oh, nice.
So it's not bad.
Oh, okay, all right. But so he's learning these Power Rangers, and his favorite one is the Dino Power Rangers, of course, because he likes dinosaurs. So I'm watching this shit, and really, I thought our version of the Power Rangers when we were in our shit. When did Power Rangers come out? We were in our 20s, I think, when our Power Rangers came out.
Dude, I was 8.
No, you weren't, fucker. It wasn't that long ago.
I know. I was still 8.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Anyway, yeah, we were kind of in our. We might have been teenagers still when it was out. I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't know. It was daytime. I think it was spring.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought ours was bad. As in choice of actors and acting and all that other stuff. Ours is fucking how can I say this? One of the best things ever compared to what the acting is on these fucking things, dude.
Oh, I didn't know.
Wow, dude. There's a dude who plays one of the Power Rangers, and he is pretending to be a prehistoric man that has come back unfrozen. So he talks like, me do this, okay?
I got you.
And I'm going, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'm like, God damn, dude, y'all couldn't have come up with
what the fuck, Bandai?
Right, you couldn't have come up with a better idea? I get it sells fucking toys, guys. Hello. But fuck.
But at the movie that was out just a year or two ago, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, it's on. It's free. It's on Hulu. I'll watch it. So I sat here and I watched it a week or so ago. And I was like,
not bad, huh?
I'll be fucking damn. This is actually not a total piece of shit.
I did watch one movie. I watched the Black Panther film, which is very good, actually.
I have not watched that yet.
It's good. It's a good film. I actually watched it.
Good?
I watched it twice.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, it's a very good film.
Very cool.
It was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, no, it got a lot of really good reviews, so I assumed it was going to probably do pretty well. The soundtrack sounded pretty cool. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in the realm of movies out right now and TV shows that are really, I think the next film I'm actually going to theaters to see is Hereditary.
Nice. I've heard some good things and I heard some bad things.
So I'm going to check it out, I think.
I know we're probably going to go Sunday to see The Incredibles 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's out. That's Adam's favorite. One of Adam's favorite movies was The Incredibles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be my son's actual first movie in the theater. So.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah. So I'll have that play-by-play.
He's going to be going, ooh, and pointing a lot.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome.
And he'll be standing on his head in the theater.
I'll be okay with that.
Because
that's why we're going to go early. You see, they're going to go early in the morning, so we don't have to deal with anybody.
Right. You know what you need to do? Get some of the cherry NyQuil and give it to him right at the beginning of the movie. That way he falls asleep.
I'm not going to ruin his movie experience.
Give him some liquor.
The movie is for him. It's not for me.
Oh, okay.
I like the film. I want to see it, but this is for him. It's his experience, you know?
I'm telling you, dude, stick with the drugs and the liquor, and I think it'll be a better experience.
It was like my first movie experience. I went to see Star Wars as a kid, so
I can't tell you how many good experiences I've had with drugs and liquor. So I think maybe just introducing those things to him while he's at his first movie would make it more memorable.
Wow. Uncle Rum's choice right there. That's his way of raising my child. I appreciate it.
I'm open for babysitting.
I know. I already was told that. And you Velcro walls and...
Yep. Any of you ladies, 21 years or older, if you need some babysitting, please let me know.
You're a fucking idiot. And you're married. So,
we're very, very happy people.
I know.
So, but anyway, see what else. What else? Tell me something.
I got a very, very cool package in the mail recently from one of our friends of the show, a really good friend of ours. Director, writer, Mr. Billy Pond sent me a nice package in the mail. It was so fucking cool of him to do this. I had asked him to get me an autograph from Texas Frightmare since I couldn't go this year. So he got me Clive Barker's autograph, which was fucking incredible, which, you know, I can't thank him enough. It was really fucking cool of him to do.
That is very, very cool.
But inside this package, besides that awesome autograph, there was a fucking autograph picture of Billy Pond, which was really great.
Very cool.
There was 6 sets of Circus of the Dead dog tags, which is so fucking cool. Also a Circus of the Dead t-shirt, a autographed circus play card, not like a trading card, but like a playbill, yeah. From Bill Oberst Jr., which is the main clown in the movie, which is really awesome, which he is actually in the new Quentin Tarantino movie, I think, or he's in one of these new either Tarantino or Rob Zombie. I cannot remember which movie it is, but he's in one of these guys' big films.
Well, I know Rob's redoing or adding on to Devil's Rejects, right?
That's it. That's what he's in. I think he's in a new Rejects movie.
Very cool.
Which is very cool. Which is awesome. You know. And I got a bunch of other little odd things, like I got a sticker with of naked Billy Pond being hugged, which is fucking hysterical. And a bunch of other little things. It was really cool. Some guitar picks from his band, and so it was very nice of him to send me that stuff, and I really fucking appreciate it. Billy's always been a really good guy, and he always will be a good guy. And if you haven't checked out any of his movies, you need to go see him. Like, look online, check out Doll Boy.
I mean, come on, people. You got to check these movies.
Yeah, go check out Doll Boy. Go check out Circus of the Dead.
I liked Doll Boy. I thought Doll Boy was very cool.
I did too. It was awesome.
It was very unique.
It was. It
was definitely worth the watch.
And one of the guys from who are now MHOG family, Mr. Ron Clapp, actually was one of the clowns in Circus, and he's actually the clown in towards the end of, not to give anything away, but towards the end of Doll Boy. He's in that as well.
Right.
Doll Boy is actually the prequel to Circus. that's why he's, it's the tie-in right there.
Is it really a prequel or is it in the same universe? I'm making the full
let me think. Fuck off. It's a prequel.
Okay.
And that came from the man himself.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Want to clarify.
Yeah. But no, so there's all that good stuff. That was really fucking cool of him. I appreciated that very much. I will be wearing that Circus of the Dead shirt a lot. I wore my other one out, so.
That's cool, man. That's very cool. I'm sorry you missed Texas Frightmare, but there's always next year.
Yeah.
And as they do it in Texas Frightmare, every year seems to be bigger and bigger and bigger.
It is. And next year, I'm actually going to try and get Rum down.
No, that would be fun.
And what we're going to try to do is actually try to get a table or a booth or something for us. So, sure. And my idea behind it is like we're set up and we will record almost all day. Like we'll record like, say 2 hours when we get there, take a break, for a couple hours, come back, record another 2 hours, do it like that. And then we will not edit these. These will not be edited. They will be put on our shit as straight up like this is what happens when you're at fucking Frightmare.
Right.
And
I think it'd be great to walk around and do like a vlog.
Yeah, we're gonna do shit like that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to have it set up so we can like actually talk to people who are walking around.
Sure.
And when they're like,
I think that's a great idea.
When they're like, hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, you're on the podcast. Why don't you sit down with us and talk to us for a few minutes and tell us what do you think about Frightmare, and have you ever been on a podcast before? Can you say the word fuck? What's the worst word you say? Shit like that. Just fuck with people.
Right.
I think it'd be fun, man. I'm sure we'll edit some because 2-hour shows, constantly putting up 2-hour shows is going to be a lot of data getting eaten off.
No, but we could do a highlight thing like that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be, do a lot of recording and then we can really, bring it down in a lot of highlight clips.
It may end up being like 3 shows.
It could, you never know.
Spaced out, but
we could get there, have a table, and no one wants to talk to us
because it is all weekend.
But I really find that hard to believe because
I do too. Because I already know Billy Pond's going to talk to us.
Well, and I mean, it's like you've got like models sitting at the table. Who doesn't want to talk to pretty people?
Right. I mean, we'll sit there and just like
pretty people, and that's what MHOG is all about. Pretty people.
I don't know what drugs they got you on, dude, but damn, that was good. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that little pretty thing you sent me. That was nice.
And I'm going to can I make the announcement? Are we going to try to eventually maybe do the little rum segment?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. We are. We're going to do it. It won't be on this show, but we will do it.
Right. All right. Well, for those listening, we're going to try. I've just recently got back into it, but I have a lot. I was very big into doing like club mashes and mixes and stuff like that. So
anal.
I do some interesting ones, taking modern music and mixing it with some classic metal and rock and stuff like that. So Rum's Sour Mash. I think maybe the title of the segment.
Sounds good.
I think it may definitely happen, but so I'm working on it, figuring it out. I got quite a bit, so it'll be one of those things. You listen to the show, you maybe hear the segment, you like the song, go ahead and download it, man. I'm not getting anything from it, so
yeah, it'd be really cool. I mean, you won't be able to download it here, but if you send us a message.
Yeah,
send us a message on our send us an email, send us a Facebook message, whatever. If you want this song, let us know, and then we'll get you a copy of it.
Yeah.
We're not selling it. I mean, it's
it's free for you,
public domain. So if you want it, let us know.
Basically, what I do is I steal a lot of other people's shit and then I put it together my way.
But it's awesome.
So there you go.
I dig it. I dig it a lot. That's why we're doing this shit. Another big announcement.
Ooh.
Former guest on the show turned host on the show, Uber Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Has now officially launched his own podcast. It's called, it's a lot to go through, but it's called Uber Gary's Cavalcade of Movies. He is actually going to take over, instead of us having a Full Metal movie review on our show and doing the segments anymore. He's going to do the entire thing. He's doing his own thing. He invited me, another friend of the show, Chris, and the Rum Guy to come on and do 4 shows a month, basically, is what it is. We're just going to talk shit about movies and you know, straight up movies. That's all we're going to handle.
There is a lot, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of movie podcasts out there. There really is.
Yeah.
But this one is going to, I think, you're going to be surprised. You're definitely going to listen to this one because it's going to be extremely unique.
No, we are definitely going to do some new movies.
Sure.
But we're also going to do some shit that's like on Netflix, like the most ridiculous movie that anybody would find on Netflix and go, should we fucking watch this?
Right, because you know what? That way you can get involved if you've got Netflix or Hulu. Or
right, and then we could say, hey, we're going to, like, and what I'll try to do is, like, before we, I'm not taking over Gary's show, but I'm going to suggest to him before we start putting stuff out, maybe we could put a list of films from like a Netflix or like, you know, wherever, and say, hey guys, choose the one we should watch, and we'll pick the fucking most terrible films and sit through that shit so we can review it for you guys.
Do they have to be the most terrible ones? Because
you know what I mean?
That fucking movie Rubber, and I shot myself.
You know what I mean, though. I mean, like terrible as in like movies titles like The Killer Donut or some bullshit like that. Like we don't know they're going to be terrible.
Well, that's true. But yeah, we'll get together anyway. People, listen. You got to check it out. It's Uber Gary's Cavalcade
of Movies.
And
the first episode will be coming pretty soon.
It will.
But the actual site is, well, the Libsyn page is up, and it hasn't been, you know, dealt with yet. We just put it up today, so it's going to be a little while before anything gets settled. But
you can find it.
It'll be there, and it's also, you know, I know we've talked about this, and I don't know if we formally announced it. But we are doing we are making our own podcast network.
Yes.
And it's called the MetalHandOfPod network. Yeah. So it's going to be a big deal. Gary's show is actually one of the first ones on. We also have a wrestling podcast called Heroes and Heels. Not Heroes in Heels, but Heroes and Heels, like heels as the bad guy.
Right.
I still like Heroes in Heels. But anyway, and Chris, who's actually doing the movie review thing, is also involved in that one. That's actually his show. So, which is really cool. So so you'll have the MHOG podcast, of course, because that's what we do. We are the Godfathers.
We are
Youth of a Nation. Anyway, so it's us. It's the Gary's Cavalcade of Movies, and it's Heroes and Heels so far. We also have confirmation from 2 other big name shows that I'm not going to announce yet until we actually get the network up and running. So,
there's a lot going on here at the
and we also have
that's another reason why, of course, and we mentioned earlier when we first started the show that Adam is on a MHOG family mission. He's working on quite a bit outside and the live venue aspect of what we do.
Right. So
he's busting his ass. Everybody's busting their ass, and we hope that you take the time to sit your ass down and listen to what we've been busting.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Awkward silence.
I agree. It's a lot going on, guys. Well, we are coming hard and coming strong. So
yeah, because that's what we do. What?
Anyway, we're gonna end this show. I think, man, we gave these people a solid 45 minutes of nonsense, and I think they will enjoy it for the rest of their lives.
Pod love, people. Pod love,
or at least for 45 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us, and please remember to share our show. Send it to everyone you know. Send it to all your fucking enemies, because God knows they're gonna hate it. And remember, I was your host, Wayne.
I'm the Rum Guy.
And remember always, boys and girls, to keep it metal!
That I'm story got a point, if you